A cavalcade of vehicles led by the blaring sirens of a police mobile proceeded along the George Price Highway this morning, en route to a location where $60 million in powder cocaine was set to be destroyed by fire. The sizable haul was confiscated by local authorities last Monday, following a brief firefight with a group of 6 drug runners who entered the country a few days earlier for the express purpose of facilitating the safe landing of a business jet laden with 41 bales of the narcotic drug. Specialized teams within the Belize Police Department and the Belize Defense Force bookended the procession, traveling at the ready in the event of a hostile encounter. While there wasn't any, the sole excitement along the route came when a civilian vehicle edged too closely to the convoy. The masked officers immediately sprung into action, wasting no time in pulling over the occupants of the Dodge Ram pickup. As it turned out, the driver of the vehicle was Belmopan businessman Miguel Mike Menjivar, along with a passenger. Posing no threat, the duo was set free only after a thorough search had been conducted. Once at the location, several agencies, including scenes of crime technicians, as well as other witnesses, commenced the painstaking process of recording each pack, exposing its content and tossing it into an inferno fed by dried scrap lumber. Assistant Commissioner of Police Marco Vidal led the destruction operation.
It is customary that when we have large quantities of drugs, that we apply to the court in order to destroy the drugs. And this is, we use the provision under the Misuse of Drugs Act in order to apply so that we can get an order from the court and then destroy the drugs. And that is the case today. The drug, as you know, is from the operation. It was done on the 9th of September, in the wee hours of 9th of September.
In the early hours of that Monday morning, an aircraft en route to Belize from Venezuela touched down on a makeshift airstrip in a distant area off the coastal road. Before the King Air 200 could have been discharged of its cargo, a shootout ensued between responding officers and the 6 men tasked with carrying out the clandestine operation. Several of them were wounded during the gunfight. The seizure, which was being incinerated today, proved to be significant.
Just over 1,300 kilos of cocaine that is being destroyed. Mm-hmm.
In terms of the process that we're observing here, the checks and balances in place to make sure that the destruction meets the legal prescription.
Right, so today what we have here is that we, in order to have transparency, we have the magistrate, we have a justice of the peace, we have the investigator, and the forensic to ensure that what is being destroyed is actually the drugs that was recovered. Mm-hmm.
To the best of your knowledge, can you walk us through the phases of this particular process?
Okay, so once the order has been given, then we escort the drugs from where it is kept to this location where it is being destroyed. All the entities present, which is the judiciary, the justice of the peace, the police, and the forensic, is to ensure that there is transparency. So the drugs is being tested prior to it being destroyed. It is burst open so that when it is thrown in the fire, it can be consumed rapidly.
Despite the steps in place to expedite the process, burning 41 bales of cocaine brick by brick is an arduous process. One witness described it as playing bingo. Each parcel is called out by an alphanumeric label and then fed to the raging fire. In revisiting the impromptu stop and search moments earlier, ACP Vidal explained the protocols for the caravan.
We ensure that we have security, more so for the quantity and the persons involved. So we do a sweep, and in this case, the vehicle may have been too close to the convoy, and that's one of the reasons why it had to be stopped to check that it is not any threat to the security and to the personnel and the drugs that is being escorted to this area. So,
approximate value of the drugs that are being destroyed here today?
Sure, it is valued at just over $60 million, Belize. Mm-hmm.
So once checked, that vehicle was cleared, right?
Right. It was, and it was allowed to leave.
As it stands, 6 men are presently on remand at the Belize Central Prison in connection with the drug plane landing, while 2 more remain at the KHMH under police guard pending charges. 2 of the incarcerated 6 were nabbed at a resort just outside of Belmopan last Thursday, when it was reported to police that the Honduran men were seen acting suspiciously on the premises. Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.